Okay, hi, I'm backwards. Hold on. Okay, hi. Oh my goodness. Please ignore the backwards part. I'm going to turn this down. I'm actually watching a movie. It is added to my movie list if you'd like to watch it. It's interesting, I guess. It is called uh, The Mansion Became Their Living Nightmare, Psychological Horror. Anyway, so you just can check it up on my movie channel. I am going to show you what I have achieved in the kitchen soon. I'm still cutting vegetables. Yesterday there was some emergency situations that happened, and well, sometimes you got to take care of that. An emergency is an emergency is an emergency. So, getting back to today, I am most certainly going to be making my list. I'm going to be preparing these vegetables and showing you how to use the eggshell cartons to be able to grow items inside there before you plant them and get them started. Okay, and I'll be using this. And the beautiful thing about the eggshell cartons is you can reuse them. And then my neighbor, well, he ran out of coffee filters, so he told me, he said, you just rinse them out, put it over a bowl, and they dry, and he's on his third day with the same coffee filter. So that's awesome to know, because I'm almost out. Payday Friday, well, I hope. Anyway, I really hope. I got to get some coffee filters. Um, I'm super excited. I got pictures of Charlotte today. Now, for those of you who do not know, we have a couple pigs in Africa that we're going to breed. And we're going to take some to market. We're going to take some for breeding, to sell for breeding. We're also going to give some to the farmer. And the runt goes to the children, because they will always survive if you have a child taking care of it. I promise you. They adore that thing. And they're so cute when they're babies. Although I will say the pigs in Africa, well, at least this breed, looks very, very different than what we have in America. Their snout is longer, they're leaner, they're like longer. It's very interesting. So I will be posting photos of those. And I forgot, eventually I'm going to be posting all this stuff to my Facebook as well as on my WordPress. And for those of you who are wondering about, the writing business, the publishing house, it is going to get going again. It's going to be slow to go. And, my sister from another mister in Australia, she's worried it's not going to happen. Catherine, I promise we're going to get this done. Catherine Basilicata. I have to think about that before I say it to make sure it's right. Untold story coming in June. We're going to donate some of the proceeds for domestic violence situations, because we believe that everybody deserves a second chance. And they need to, you can't get out there without money, right? And domestic violence shelters can't survive without money. Like, this is just a fact. You have to have food and everything that goes with it. So this is kind of a hodgepodge today. I have pulled out my two new notebooks. One is for business, one is for self. And I am going to be making like my list of appointments that I have to make sure that I have those all in order for every day. However, I'm not going to do what I did last time, because that wasted a lot of paper. Don't worry, I'm using it. It's taking notes. So I will show you my new notebooks probably tomorrow. I'm still like getting everything written down, making sure that it is going to be okay. I have some goals for YouTube for next month, and they're very important goals. I want to have like set days where I'm doing painting, set days where I'm doing like the Constitution, so we can discuss that and understand that, because a lot of Americans, look, I could never pass what people from other countries have to take. I don't know if you could, but I have a neighbor. He was in the military for 28 years. He retired from the military. He couldn't even pass it. So if he can't pass it, ooh, boy, what is on that test? I mean, imagine that. And you got to pay to be here? Seriously? Anyway, that's a whole different ball game. And, you know, I will talk about my history. Talk about growing up in Colorado, down in Lamar, the migrants that came through that helped the farmers. Our farmers are screwed this year. Sorry to say it. Start stocking up. Start making it happen. Start planting. You know, I've got potatoes out there. I'm going to pull out the eyes. I know it's a different like term for potato farmers, and I'm going to be growing potatoes from that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Because I have a little porch out here, and I can do garden containers. Right now, we're still kind of cold, so I don't really want to put any plants out there. I do have a catnip plant this week that I'm going to separate into 4. 2 parts are going to be put out on the porch so they can go to seed. And then 2 parts are, my cat is a drug addict. Drugs, you know that, what they use for those cat videos. Drugs, mom, drugs. No, thank you. Drugs. So she mows it down like she's a sheep. It's crazy. It's like totally insane. I got to speak to my people in Africa today, in Nigeria. I have a gentleman who's a surgeon. He is my head of my PR. His name is Santi. Excuse me. This is how you know the video is real, folks. Not AI. Honey ain't generated. As far as I'm concerned, the only time that we're going to use AI generation is actually for like making trailers and stuff, like what AI was used for. We will not use AI voices. I don't like that. Very often, I love it when they say read instead of read, you know, or just different things. It drives me nuts, okay? As an author and as a writer and as well as a publisher, it just drives me insane. And I don't want to do that to anybody. And I want it to be real because people have inflections and they have, you know, vocal tones. And some people are great. They can do voices. I can't. Unless you talk to one of my other personalities. And so, and yes, I do have multiple personalities. I know they call it DID now. However, I'm still under the multiple personalities. And it's because of what I've been through. You know, right now we know of 7 and the core. There could be more in there. I don't know. We'll find out. However, they always announce themselves. So if that happens, you'll know who it is. And I want a comedy night. You know, if you know some comedians out there, I would absolutely love to have a comedy night where we have competitions and stuff. These are goals and aspirations. This is not all at once. This is not like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do it today. No, you can't do it today. I just want to be here for the people out there who maybe they're struggling. Or maybe they're just like, today's been too much. I know. Take a rest. Let your body rest. It's okay to take a nap. It's okay to, you know, have those feelings. It's okay. You know, we fall down, but we don't stay down. We get back up. That's right. We get back up. Because you know what? We're here for a purpose. Don't ever forget that. You are here for a purpose. You're watching this video for a reason. You found me for a reason if you found me. If, I don't know, I don't understand the YouTube algorithm. I don't really care about it. It's not about making money. It's about reaching the right people who need to hear the messages that I have to deliver to give hope, inspiration. Just one person. That's all I want. Just one person a day. Just to say, oh gosh, I can do this. Or, oh wow, I can clean that today. You understand what I'm saying? Or, oh, I can sit down and do my vegetables. Today we're doing the onions. And we're doing the cabbage. Look at, look, beautiful, beautiful cabbage. Ooh. Gonna do the cabbage, gonna do the green onions. We're gonna change some of the water. I'm not gonna really do a video on all that. Well, I could. However, I'm not gonna, you know, bore you with that. As well as, my roommate likes to interrupt. So if the video closes abruptly, that's why. I'm not gonna have somebody like that on my video. I'm sorry. I don't want to give negative energy. I want positive energy. And I don't want people to see her pretending as to what she's not. And I'm not going to tell you her name. You don't even know my real name. So, no, that's not going to happen. However, that is my narcissist in my life. So, and you know what? If you've got a narcissist, they're there for a reason. It's either to teach you a lesson or for them to learn one. And you stand up for yourself in little ways. You take back your power. You know, if you have to keep quiet, remain quiet, do that. It's okay. You don't have to speak. When I was in prison and jail in Cook County, I had a CO tell me, you know, they can't argue with you if you walk away, right? Can't argue with you if you don't talk back. And it's true. And the worst thing that you can do to a narcissist, which I'm learning from the doctor that does the narcissistic videos I have on meditation and mental health. I put her narcissist videos on there to share. So please check out my other channels that I've saved things on. I've got, you know, my music that very often is, well, very military, I suppose. I don't know. It's very, look, I get calm with Rammstein, Du Hast. So, yeah, you know, anyway, I'm going to show you the improvements that have been happening. And I'm going to go through that and let you know. And, we'll take it from there. And oh wait, I'm so sorry. I should have said that this at the beginning of the video. Hi, I'm Angel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I totally forgot. So I'm going to end this, and I want to thank you for stopping by. Even if you're new, please think about subscribing. I have other plans. I have other channels that are going to be built. I got to pull out the computer because I got to do work on this book, and I got to make sure it happens, because Catherine, she's been waiting since I got paralyzed. We were working on her book before I got paralyzed, and that was 3 years ago. Since then, I've had a few surgeries because we had to get rid of my benign tumor. And then we also had this surgery. Oh, look at that. Isn't it nice? It looks good. Next year is going to be my knee surgery for my right knee. I've already got the left knee done. For those of you who are downtrodden, for those of you who are just looking for a reason, don't give up. Don't give up. Know you're here for a reason. Know you're loved. Even if it's just me loving you. So with that, I'm going to close. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Comments would be awesome. Anyway, answer's 42. Don't forget your towel, and blessed be, and may you be blessed.